We are live.
Hell yeah.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Again.
Don't we have like four
This,
this year?
this is the second one of the year.
That's me. Big surprise there.
This is number 2 of 4 this year.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm glad I didn't have chemo this week, so we would have a chance to do this.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I know I'd be feeling like shit.
I was feeling a little crappy earlier, but just allergies, just the weather change. You know
Oh,
how I get every time the weather
it's
changes.
brutal.
Yeah. So I had like postnasal drip, that kind of thing. I just
Yep.
couldn't stop sneezing early. I was like, Jesus. But like I said, I'm fine. It's just allergies. I can feel it.
Yeah. The one day you can go swimming, and the next day it's fucking snowing.
Yeah, it's nuts. It was so nice these last few days, and then today it was freezing.
Yeah, it sucks.
And then the wind too. Every time it's windy like this, like my allergies kick
Yeah.
in.
It was real windy here, too, but all the snow that fell yesterday is gone.
Yeah.
So
All the snow's melted here too, which is good.
I think it ended up being, I think we had a high of like 45 or 46 today.
Hey Anthony, doing all right. How you
Hey,
doing?
Anthony. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think it was 46 today was the high.
Hmm.
But so I watched the documentary today. Well, I watched the second part of a documentary today.
Which one?
Amicus, World of Horror.
Okay.
Um, I was going to ask you if you had a lot of the Amicus anthologies.
How many are there?
I think there's 8, if I remember correctly. There was either 7 or 8.
Wow.
There's the House of Drip Blood,
I have that.
Torture Garden,
I believe I have that.
um, Asylum,
Yep, definitely have that.
From Beyond the Grave.
Yep.
Oh, we have that one.
Yeah.
Replace that one. What else? Oh, the Monster Club.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Shit. I was just watching all these. There's like 2 or 3 more. Can't remember the names of them though. Vault of Horror and Tales from the Crypt. Dumbass.
Oh, duh, yeah. I got those obviously.
What a dumbass.
So, yeah, I have most of them then.
Yeah. Wanted to see if you wanted to do like a ranking of all of them. That would be fun. Eventually.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Happy Friday the 13th.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, they also did Madhouse, which we watched recently.
Yep.
And now the Screaming starts. I think you have the same Amicus set I do. That 3-box set with Peter Cushing on the front. It's got Asylum, The Beast Must Die, and now the Screaming starts.
I don't know if I have that. I have those movies. I don't know if I have the set.
I thought you told me you did.
I could. Yeah, you know how it is. I probably do. But
Yeah.
I know because I know I definitely have all 3 of those movies.
I missed out on the Severin one that they had, which kind of pisses me off because they had a 4th disc in there called the Vault of Amicus.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called, the Vault of Amicus. And I think it had every trailer for every movie they've done.
Oh yeah, yeah, pretty cool.
So I love trailer compilations.
I love how when Full Moon used to do that, they always put the trailer compilation.
I got a bunch of them.
That was one of my favorite things that came with the original Puppet Master box set. It was a 45 trailer reel.
Yes.
Its own bonus disc.
Yep.
Came in its own case and everything in the box
Yep.
set. And it was 45 Full Moon trailers. And honestly, like when I was younger, Full Moon had some of the best trailers.
Yes.
Because like you would see
in my opinion, they also had some of the best movies.
Yeah, I mean, I remember just seeing the Subspecies trailer, just like Radu coming up out of the coffin and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then the Puppet Master trailers, obviously, like they would really get me excited to go to the video store.
Yeah.
So like having those trailer reel discs are pretty cool.
And an arcade, you can't forget that one.
Yeah. Last place.
Yeah. That might have been because I didn't watch it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
I still love Full Moon though. Even their new stuff. I think the last one I saw was the vampire one, which I didn't mind. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, it was the one that you asked me if it was any good. It what's his name did it? Ted Nicolau.
Ted Nicolau, yeah. I was gonna say, with this newest Subspecies movie just a couple of years back, I mean that was still fairly new. That movie was awesome. So
yes,
it was what 2023 or so.
Well, he hasn't. I mean, that's another solid franchise. To me, there's no duds.
Yeah,
and they even went in a completely opposite direction. Well, not.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah, like they went
with vampire journals.
They took like an off route for a little bit.
Yeah, and still no duds.
Yeah,
it's like
I actually really like vampire journals.
Yeah, me too. It's like the Scream franchise. You hate to put something last because they're all so damn good.
Yep.
So, by the way, no one. Well, I don't think we have many people here, but
there's a few people. There's 5 people watching. So.
I have seen Scream 7 now, so I don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about spoiling it. I went with my daughter on Monday. I swear, when she saw the trailer for Passenger, I thought she was going to shit her pants. And we were in the Dolby Atmos theater.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what Scream was. And there was 4 people in the theater, including myself and my daughter.
Yeah.
And it was loud. It was so loud. So
Chris wants to know what you thought of it.
Oh, I loved it. I did. I loved it. And it was one of those things that I didn't like it as much as Joe. But the more I thought about it, I like it almost as much as Joe does. Still.
Well, in fairness, I've seen it 5 times now.
Yeah.
So you've seen it once. I mean, it's like I said, I loved it the first time I saw it, but I, honest to God, like it every time I watch it more.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like the
because you can
see the little things.
Yeah. You get to kind of figure out like where everybody was in certain scenes and there's little clues and little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So, I love it. I thought it was awesome.
I think they did a fantastic job with it, and to be honest with you,
hey Rob, happy Friday the 13th.
Rob, I want to say it was better than it should have been.
Yeah, because of everything they went through.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. The more I thought about it, the more I enjoyed it, and I think it's going to be one of those things where it might overtake the first Scream for me, because right now I'd probably place it around 4th. I love Scream 6. That's still my favorite. And then part 3.
Then you have 3, yeah.
Then part 1. And then is where the 7th one would come in. But I don't know. It might overtake the first one.
That's literally the only one that it doesn't overtake for me. Because I have 1 first and then 7.
I love the first one. The opening scene is amazing.
1 is in my top 3 favorite horror movies ever. So
yeah,
because I have Phantasm, Scream, and Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah, that's a hell of a 2 slashers and a sci-fi horror movie.
Which oddly, I mean, it is, but I've never even considered. I don't even think of Phantasm as sci-fi. I mean, I know that it is, but like I don't think of it that way because, you know what I mean. I think for me, Jason X is more sci-fi than Phantasm is.
Yes. Yeah, 100. Well, considering the route that it goes with 2, 3, 4, and 5,
I'm saying the first Phantasm movie.
Yeah.
I'm saying when I watch that, I'm not thinking this is a sci-fi movie. When I watch Jason X, I'm thinking this is too sci-fi for me. That's what I mean. You know, I
The kills
just
are so good.
yeah.
And I know you can't stand Uber Jason, but I always thought he was fun. Man, I wanted that McFarlane figure. When I was in 20 some years ago, when I was in Seattle, um, during the first time I went through all this, they had a Tower Records there, and they had an Uber Jason McFarlane figure.
Nice.
And even then, it had just gone out of print. So it was like 40 or 50 bucks, if I remember correctly. And I didn't want to spend that much on it. And I haven't seen one since. So Tower Records used to have a lot of neat shit.
Rob watched the first Friday the 13th again.
Yes. That movie's so awesome. It even has that great chase scene. Yeah, this is the only one I didn't feel like going upstairs and getting my DVDs or my Blu-rays out, so I settled for Jason X because it was on Tubi. Well, it's on Tubi right now, so I have it on in the background.
Jay watched Jason Lives earlier today.
Yeah, we both had the same story with that.
Yeah.
We loved it when we were younger, but it just kind of doesn't grow old well.
I really did love it too.
I did too. I bought the paperback.
Last time I watched it, which wasn't that long ago, I put it on specifically because, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's just
It's just the tone. I just don't like the tone of that one.
The sheriff and the Yabang guy.
That's what that all adds to it. It's just a little goofy.
They think I'm a fart head.
Strange tone.
Yes. I mean, it's still a fun movie, and I still enjoy watching it when I do watch it.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy it as the rest of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Except for, I'm not a big Freddy versus Jason fan. I watch it every once in a while. And that's one that hasn't. I loved it when it first came out.
Oh, me too. And that's just over the years. I don't like it as much, but
yeah,
I still like it.
I do too.
I love Monica Keena as Laura. She's a good final girl. It's a fun movie. I got to be in that right mood for it, I guess.
I agree completely.
I mean, it does, Rob, but part 5 to me is also like an ultimate slasher.
I feel like part 5.
That's like a straight like 80s slasher film. Whereas 6 is just too, I don't know.
And we can do a ranking tonight. We can do our favorite Jasons.
Our favorite Jasons, huh?
Yeah, and the audience can participate if they want to.
Do you get to choose yourself? Hey, Verge. How you doing?
Hey, Verge. You know who my favorite is. And then you gave me shit about it last week. Because I said that Sweet
Revenge?
Yeah, Sweet Revenge, the Jason was too small.
That was your favorite Jason.
Yeah. But yet I love part 2 so much.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay. Sweet Revenge Jason is too small, but his favorite Jason is the smallest Jason of all.
Yep.
A whole lot of sense.
What?
So that makes a whole lot of sense.
I know. Well, you're used to Kane Hodder and Ted White. I mean, they're big guys. I mean,
Richard Brooker is my favorite. He's
a big guy too.
Well, I feel like he's more like, he's large. Obviously, he's a bigger guy, but he's not like too big. Like I think he's just like the right size.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't look at him like you don't look at him and see like Kane Hodder or Derek Mears, obviously.
Right.
So I don't know. The thing I liked about Richard Brooker is the way he kind of just walks around and moves as Jason.
Yep.
Like he shoots it through the eye with the
yeah.
And he just kind of drops it and just walks off. Kind of like that little shrug as he walks.
It's mean spirited, but I love it.
It's freaking awesome.
And
Chris, that's Richard Brooker. That's who I'm talking about, Chris. Richard Brooker in part 3. He's my favorite Jason.
Cuts off the arm of the biker and just wails on it.
Yeah.
No noise other than him getting wailed on, but
just the way he moves, he looks good.
Yeah. Roy's up there for me. Roy's probably.
Oh, Roy's awesome. If we're including Roy too, I mean, Roy's definitely high.
Yeah, he's probably he's in my top 5, definitely.
Yeah. Rob
Definitely
said
in my
his
top
favorite
5.
is Richard Brooker.
I mean, I can see that. I liked him too. That's another Friday the 13th with a weird tone.
So it's always like, you know how I say like with Scream, like when I think of Ghostface, for some reason I think of Roman. Like
Yeah,
even though he wasn't the first Ghostface, like I picture Roman in the shroud with the mask. Like
me
to
too.
me, he's Ghostface. When I think of Jason, I think of Richard Brooker Jason. Like
That makes sense.
that hockey mask, that like outfit that he's wearing, that look with the bald head. Like that's just how I picture Jason.
Halloween, I think of Nick Castle.
Exactly. Like in most cases, I would probably think of the original, but for Jason, I think of part 3.
Yeah.
For Scream, I think of part 3.
Yeah, that's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just and it's not even like a mindful thing. It's
Yeah.
subconscious.
Yeah.
Like again, if someone says Ghostface, I'm picturing Roman unmasking himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Richard Brooker played Jason in part 3.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Part 3 is your favorite. Like I said, man, I love that movie. I cannot. I remember spending the night over at my friend's house. I had already seen part 1 and part 2, so I had an advantage over my friend who hadn't seen the first 2. But we watched. He had cable, of course. I didn't have cable when I was younger.
Did they even have cable when you were younger? Did they have TV?
No, we just banged on the cave walls and lit them up. Yeah, but it was like the Flintstones, right?
Yeah.
But when we saw it on cable, and when I went over to his house, I could watch cable because, unfortunately, in my area, it didn't come until I graduated high school.
No.
Which is crazy, isn't it? To think about that. Like I never got to experience cable in the house I grew up in. That's crazy. Anyway, so we watched it on cable, and it was just like so much freaking fun. That's when I saw Silent Night, Bloody Night for the first time on cable over his house.
Yeah, Rob, that's true. Chris wants to know if you guessed the killers in Scream 7.
Oh hell no, not at all. They did such a good job.
Did everybody in the chat see it yet? If you haven't seen Scream 7, let us know.
Yeah.
Before we say too
much. I thought they really did a good job at disguising what was going on. And of course, I was one of the ones that bought into the the AI idea. So, but yeah, it was amazing. It really was.
It's awesome. It's this weekend. It should break the records completely for all of the Scream movies.
I thought it already did.
No, it's on track, like by a long shot. Like they know it will because there's no way that it can't at this rate.
Right.
But this weekend, it literally might do it within 3 weeks.
I hope so. I mean, we're already getting the next one.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I know we were talking about Thanksgiving 2 the other week, and how that's been kind of shelved.
Yep.
Which really is disappointing. Really disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's still happening, but they can't get everybody together.
Yeah. Which is, like I said, it's surprising because the movie made so much money when it came out. I mean, for a slasher movie, that really made a lot of money.
Yeah, so it's because of what's her face? The Addison Rae, which is the friend.
Okay.
Like not the main girl, but like her best friend, the one that lives.
Okay.
So she got like super famous now. And
now she don't want to yeah. Right.
No, she wants to do it. It's just like her schedule. Like I guess she's in the middle of so many different things.
Yeah.
Because I guess she's like an actress and like a singer or whatever.
Huh.
So apparently she's the one they're trying to lock down. And Eli Roth said he didn't want to write her out because he kept her alive for a reason. Like he wanted her to be a survivor.
Yeah.
So they really want to be able to just do it right. They don't want to just rush it into production if they can't have everybody they want in the movie.
Makes sense. And plus, um, Patrick Dempsey has been busy as well.
Yeah.
He's got that show on that I kind of want to watch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The serial killer show.
Yep.
Looks interesting.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get it. Still waiting for Saw 11 too.
Chris, guess one of them. Not me.
I think most people guessed one at least at one point in the movie, even if they didn't know for a fact it was this one person.
I didn't. I was completely lost.
But yeah,
Probably because of my hopes that it was actually this one.
Yeah, I mean, I was just under the assumption though it's going to be more than one, like typically is.
Right.
So that's
right.
It's like, well, who's helping them, kind of thing.
Unless you have 3, like you did in 4 or 5, like you did in part 6.
Yeah.
Technically, I mean, technically there was 3 of them, but you also had Jason and
they count.
Glenn?
Greg. They definitely count. I mean, especially Jason. He has the opening kill.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And it's awesome too.
I saw Tobin Bell officially signed on for Saw 11. 83 years old. He's returning.
He's awesome. He did such a good job in the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of the his best performances I've ever seen in a horror movie.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, Roman is badass. Didn't need any help. Yep. Roman's awesome. He's my favorite killer. So,
yeah.
I think I watched yours. He was your favorite killer too.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Mikey second?
Amber is third. I have Roman, Stu, Amber, top 3.
Ah, that's right. Stu was second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, 7 is kind of what solidified it for me, because Stu and Amber are close for me.
Yeah.
And like, just like, Stu has a bigger presence, obviously, in the franchise as a whole, especially now at 7. That is like this. I had to. Hey, Nathan, how you doing?
He's about to turn into Uber Jason.
Happy Friday the 13th. Yep, Chris.
Hey, Nathan, happy Friday the 13th, buddy.
Crystal Lake, Chris. They're making the TV show.
They are. Crystal Lake, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Saw 10's great. I need to watch that again. I haven't watched it in a while. I caught it somewhere. I caught the last. As a matter of fact, it was the part with No Mas or No More. Or what the hell was he saying to the little kid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a part I caught it on, and I was like, man, I really need to go back and watch the whole thing again. Because that was another one that you and I watched like 2 or 3 times together.
Oh, yeah. I watched that a ton when it came out.
Yeah. It's just a great movie. Oh. Well, that's 3/4 of Jason, or actually 2/3 of Jason's head gone. He's about to be Uber Jason. Or Mighty Duck Jason.
Chris said he kind of likes Aunt Jackie as Ghostface.
Yes. Me too. I thought she was cool.
Debbie Salt, Nancy Loomis.
I do agree with you. I agree that the Timothy Olyphant character, they could have done more with him. I mean, he does disappear for a long time in the film.
So Scream 2 suffered from kind of the similar issues, though, with Scream 7, is that they had to do a rewrite because of the leak.
It leaked. Yeah, it leaked or something.
So, originally it's supposed to be Derek and then her roommate as the killers. And then they had to go back because they get leaked, so they had to switch it. Which I'm glad, because we get the Mrs. Loomis twist, which I think is such a great reveal.
Hell yeah.
And then, with Mickey, it's like, I get it. They're like, okay, now what else do we do? So I guess it worked. And I remember at the time, Timothy Oliphant wasn't like a huge actor yet.
No.
So it worked for me because I was like, this dude kind of reminds me of Billy Loomis, just like the hair and the way he
Yes.
talks, the way he acts.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, if this guy could be like the sequel Billy Loomis. And so then at the end, when he's unmasked, it's like, yep, I kind of knew this was coming. But that's why it worked, because I feel like he was sort of expected, even though he wasn't around much. And then when she gets revealed, it's like, damn, I did not see that coming.
No, I didn't either.
So, and that's one of the issues I always have with people when they were like, oh, I guessed it. You didn't guess shit in Scream 2. There's
No.
no way you knew that was Billy's mother. You're a lying sack of shit, and I don't want to hear it.
Most
I can't
of them
stand when
got
people do that.
Most of them got me, to be honest.
It's
And
like
most of them got me on all the killers.
like you and I have talked about. Like, you can't, like, if you're watching the Scream movie and at some point you think, oh, that person could be the killer, and that person doesn't mean you got it right. That means at some point you thought they could have been the killer.
There's a lot of red herrings in Scream.
Exactly.
That's why it's so hard to guess who the killers are, or killers.
And it's like, it's so hard to guess the motives. Like, how do you guess the motive?
I'm very surprised that you left out the other killer in Scream 3.
Yeah, I mentioned, I think in the video, I said I'm only going to include ones that are actually revealed in the films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised, though, because that was
well, my plan was to do eventually, probably when Scream 7 officially comes out on Blu-ray, I want to go back and I want to do another ranking of them, but also include the Scream the TV series killers, and then also Angelina. So that way it's like the most conclusive one.
Yeah.
I just wanted more time to be able to, I wanted to get it out now with Scream 7 stuff. And like I said, the Scream the TV series, I feel like less people have still seen that, but at a certain point, too bad. I'm going to have to do it.
So much fun. That was a great series. It really was, up until the third season. And I don't hate the third season. I just don't like it as much as the first two in the special.
What sucks is the third season has one of the best freaking ghost faces.
Yes.
And I would honestly rank this ghost face very high.
Yep.
But that's the best thing it has going for it.
Yeah.
I wish that particular ghost face was just
in
something else.
And Tony Todd's in the series.
Yeah.
Not for long, but he's in it. But
Chris, yeah, I mean, I'll probably get the Blu-ray the day it comes out, and
hell yeah, me too.
And then honestly, knowing me, I'll probably pick up the DVD at like a thrift store when I find it too at some point, just because I'm a completist. I have all 6 on DVD and Blu-ray right now, so if I don't do it with all of them, I'm gonna feel weird.
Actually, I had the first 4 on. I had the first 5 on DVD, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I made up my mind that I had to get the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Now, granted, 5 I got first on Blu-ray, and then I found it at a thrift store and bought it on DVD because I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
But I just decided that I needed them all on Blu-ray because they meant that much to me.
Yeah.
So, and plus, even though I wouldn't mind having them individually, I do like the pack of the first 3 because it's got those documentaries on there.
The 2 documentaries, yeah. They're awesome.
And I think they're very interesting.
Well, I have that set too. They're showing the video, the one that came with the ghost face mask, that big box. Yeah. And that has those 2 documentaries, and it has the first 4 on Blu-ray together in that set.
That's a Blu-ray set?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I didn't know
that was a Blu-ray set. It has the first 4 on Blu-ray, those 2 documentaries on Blu-ray, and then it came with the mask. I got that in the clearance section at FYE back in the day.
Really?
Yep. A couple bucks, and everything used to be like $2-3 in that clearance section. Because it was a Canadian release, that thing. They had a lot of Canadian releases in that clearance section.
Yeah, they did. I have Let Me In, the Canadian Blu-ray of that.
Yeah.
And then I ended up finding, and I kept them both because I'm an asshole, but I ended up finding the Let Me In with the slipcover,
Mhm.
It also has a comic book inside.
Yeah.
So I kept that too.
I have that. I have the comic book.
I know it's sacrilege, and I know everybody you ask says they prefer um, the foreign one, but I like the American one better.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, depending on the movies, like I've kind of really trained myself, at least in the last 6 months to a year. If I go to Walmart and the Blu-ray is, $5, $6, $7 more than DVD, and it really has not much more to offer, I just end up getting the DVD to be honest.
Unless it's something special.
Unless it's, yeah, I was gonna say for most movies, something like Scream 7, I got to get the Blu-ray because I know I'm gonna want the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, there's certain movies that I'll get on DVD, and then I watch them like, shit, I should have gotten the Blu-ray. So then I'll end up upgrading.
I do feel that way sometimes,
Yeah.
but
Well, here's my thing.
it's the
Because
same thing.
because you and I have been dealing with this recently, and I know it's new DVD, so it's a little different. But there's so many disc rot issues with DVDs
Yes,
that have happened as of late that now I'm kind of like in the mode like maybe I should just stick with Blu-ray now because who knows what's going to happen going forward.
that's true.
So that's also been kind of on my mind. But unfortunately, when you go to Walmart lots of times now, they only have the DVD, so I just
Yep.
end up getting the DVD.
Yeah, out of convenience.
Yeah.
Because you and I are both not really patient people.
No, I'm not. Especially if I miss going on release date to get the movie that I want to get.
Yep.
Like
And the
you know, like
format that you wanted to get it in.
yeah, exactly. Like Scream 7, like this is going to be my most anticipated Blu-ray now. So
Of
the
course.
day that comes out, I'm going to be there on that Tuesday morning, and I'm going to be getting it at Walmart, whether it's the Blu-ray, the DVD, whatever they have. But I know they'll have the Blu-ray because it's a bigger.
Yeah, bigger franchise.
But yeah, yeah, I don't want to order it and wait. I want to go get it. I'm already waiting for it to come out.
It's weird because this will be the first time that I can only get it from one place, and that's probably Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, last time Scream 6, I ended up getting at Best Buy.
Rob, don't be so. I'm not trying to get you nervous, Rob, but don't be so sure.
What's
Rob
that?
said he's never had disc rot. So
I was just going to ask you about that, as a matter of fact.
There's about 4 years, I think 2006 through 2009 for Warner Brothers DVDs.
Yep.
That they either have disc rot right now, you just don't see it, or they're going to eventually get it. It's just the reality.
Yep.
Like everybody's dealing with it on a wide range.
Yep.
I have discs that look perfect from those years in Warner Brothers that I've stored perfectly with all the rest of my stuff, and they freeze up, they skip, they completely stop playing.
Yep.
Jason had the same issue with the same discs.
Yep.
It's a universal thing. Like you can literally look up the list online. Warner Brothers had a certain factory that they used in 2006, 2009. There was a lot of issues, and it's starting to pop up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And again,
people off.
It's not. You can't even see it. Like my discs look perfect. You can't even.
Yeah,
see
they still do. Twisted Terror is one of the ones that Joe and I ran into.
You would never know until you're actually watching the movies.
So if you have anything from the 4-pack or ultimately the 6-pack that came out, they're probably all bad.
I think the list itself has like hundreds of DVDs on it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
from those years.
You know,
it's like
4-pack for the Dracula Hammer.
Yeah.
Was that one of them?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah. I need the list. Not that
I almost don't. Honestly, I almost don't want to know. I almost don't want to know because you know how it is. Once you start watching them, if there's something wrong, I got to get another one.
Yeah.
Like I have to upgrade it or get something. It's like I can't fall down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's better off not knowing.
It's like when I watch it, if there's an issue, then I'll have to worry about it then. But I'm not going to go crazy because Rob, don't even. That's what I'm saying. Don't even bother, Rob. Just when you watch a movie, if there's an issue, deal with it then because I know exactly what you mean. I was so tempted to just start going through the list and watching all of them, but I'll drive myself crazy. Chris, yeah, I do. Obviously, some things you just can't find them in stores, and I'll order them on Amazon or whatever. But sometimes I'll order from Vinegar Syndrome because they're fairly close, so they usually come in like a day or two anyway. But I'm just an impatient person. If a movie comes out, I want to get it the day it comes out.
And it's just not realistic anymore for
That's what I was used to doing. I could go to Target or Walmart or Best Buy or Barnes and Noble, whatever, and get it. FYE, Newberry Comics, whatever at the time. Every store had it. Movie Stop.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you have
crazy because we
Walmart.
used to look through the papers to see who had the best.
Yes, Circuit City.
They come out
He was
with
the best flyer. Circuit City always had all the list of the movies on sale.
Best Buy used to have a lot of stuff too, a lot of
Mhm.
extras. Like I remember I got Iron Man 2, I think it was, and it came with a Tony Stark bust, like a mini bust.
Yeah, I was gonna say Best Buy used to have a lot of exclusives.
Yeah.
Like the Sleepaway Camp, the Med Pack, from Anchor Bay.
Yeah.
The one with the bonus disc was from Best Buy.
Yeah.
Like they had that. They used to have like the ones that came in like different packaging, like the Transformer disc that came in the Transformer.
Yes, I had that.
So
I ended up getting rid of it.
I mean, even Best Buy was also kind of known for like the exclusive steelbooks back in the day when they were kind of like the first ones to start doing that.
Yep.
Because Target used to do like the digibook versions for exclusives. Best Buy used to do the steelbooks. Walmart used to do like some kind of special with like art cards or some kind of book that came with it.
Comic book came with.
Yep. Or lots of times Walmart would come with a different movie, like a 2-pack.
Yeah.
So like, I got like when Saw came out, it was Saw with the Ugly.
Yes.
So
that was I thought wasn't that the Bruiser and the Ugly?
Nope. Saw came with the Ugly. Bruiser came with something else.
Huh.
Yeah. I know for a fact it was Saw and the Ugly together. That was the first time I got the Ugly on DVD.
Oh, that's such a good movie. Somebody's releasing that. I saw.
Yeah, I did too.
And I think they're releasing both versions of it. I think.
Oh, good.
I have both versions, so I don't really need it.
Well, me too. And that was the cool thing about the Walmart release was the R-rated version.
Yeah.
Whereas the original Trimark release was the uncut version.
Yep.
And then I also have it on VHS. I think the VHS is uncut.
Yeah, I used to have it. I sold my VHSs. That movie I was watching today, 101, was part of my VHS collection that I sold. And like I said, I saw it when I was originally in 1977 with my dad.
Rob, if it's a Blu-ray, it's probably just a manufacturing issue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. Most of the disc rot is in DVDs. Just because it's a different process, like the way Blu-ray discs and DVDs are made. It's more, but DVD is more of like the layers, the way they're pushed together.
Ones that you can actually look at are if you have any of the Twisted Terror collection, which is Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles, Deadly Friends.
Deadly Friend,
The Hand. From Beyond the Grave.
Yep, From Beyond the Grave.
The Hand, Eyes of a Stranger.
Yep. And mine, the one I've discovered, Someone's Watching Me.
Yeah.
That fucking movie. Did we ever watch that?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a Carpenter ranking.
Yeah, we ended up watching it because you ended up upgrading, and luckily I had another copy of it that worked. Remember?
Really?
Yeah, because I had the Canadian set of the Twisted Terror, and when I was watching my solo version of the disc when we first watched it, and that was the one that I had issues with. Yeah. And then fortunately, I was able to finish it with my other one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what about mine? Didn't even work from the beginning.
Yeah, some of them are just they won't even read the disc.
Yeah, it's a shame. And those were movies that most of them were fairly important to me.
I know another big one, Rob. The Departed DVD. Whether it's the 2-disc one, the 1-disc one, the 4-disc set, whatever it is, The Departed on DVD is, I believe, according to the list, the one that has the most problems universally. Like there are people who've had like 10 copies of The Departed on DVD and none of them will work all the way through.
Yeah.
I was watching it a couple weeks ago. I was watching my DVD edition. Remember I was telling you about this? Yep. And I got like halfway through it and then it started. I was like, here we go.
Yep.
Fortunately, there's a store not far from me I went to, and they had a copy of the Blu-ray, so I just bought it. I was able
I
to
have to
come
see
home.
if I have the Blu-ray because I love that movie. I think it's great.
Yeah.
That's another one that, like The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, and you can add Casino to that and Goodfellas. That I can't stop watching it once it's on.
Yeah. Rob, I mean, to be honest, I would just upgrade to the Blu-ray if I were you.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't have the issues right now, you're going to. But
And it's going to piss you off.
yeah, The Departed, honestly, you probably already do. Mine was literally like I had the single disc version that I had watched before, like years ago. And I also had this 2-disc set that I had gotten probably at a thrift store that was brand new. I literally opened it a
And
couple
it
weeks
wouldn't
ago when
budge.
I watched it. It was brand new. And it was done. Like it halfway through it just started. I was like,
Unreal.
"Oh." So that's why it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter how you store it. It doesn't matter if it's brand new, used. It's just a universal issue.
Yeah.
Nothing you can really do about it. Just got to get the Blu-ray.
I had a friend that used those sleeves that I was going to use. Lonnie. You know
Yep.
Lonnie.
Yeah.
And that ruined a lot of his Blu-rays and DVDs.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for him. He had to get rid of so many of them.
I cringe when I see people do that online. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like,
I
oh my
was
God,
going to
don't
do
do it."
that because I didn't have any more room.
Oh, I wouldn't. I could never. It would drive me nuts.
Mm.
I'd rather sleep on boxes of DVDs before putting them on.
Well, that's what we do now, right?
Pretty much. But
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I love looking at the cases and holding it in my
Me
hand.
too.
And,
Seeing the art, even though that has a place for the art.
it's not the same.
No. You want to be here? You want to smoke some pot?
It's the same way. Like I enjoy like the aesthetic of like
Damn.
pulling a VHS out of the sleeve and putting it into the VCR and hearing the sounds.
Yes.
Like I like even that with DVDs now. I like popping it open, taking the disc out. It's like it's all part of the experience.
It is. 100%. That's what we grew up with. That's what we're used to.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just watching Jason X on here because I'm too lazy to go up. Well, not lazy, but I don't feel like going up and getting my Friday the 13th set.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Beat the shit out of her. He's beating the bitch with the sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag, yeah.
That movie's so much fun. I don't know. I was the only one in the theater when I saw that. The only one in the movie theater.
Speaking of The Departed, later on tonight, I finally filmed my top 10 favorite Best Picture winners.
Nice.
So
I looked today when you're letterboxed.
Oh yeah.
And I saw what you had on there. I was like, yep.
Yeah. So that's yeah. So that video is coming out. I did some honorable mentions in the video though, so
I'll still watch it.
you'll be able to see the honorable mentions that I picked.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, yeah, because the Oscars are Sunday, so I wanted to get the video up this
I
weekend.
was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything going on for Sunday because I don't think we have anything going on, anything to watch. So I might put it on. Maybe we can heckle them together.
Yeah, I miss
Winners.
how it used to be.
Yeah.
What
do you think about the rule change? Not the rule change, but the amount of pictures.
I mean, I wish they always had that many.
Really?
Yeah, because 5 isn't enough.
No, and plus you get more movies that should have been there.
Yeah, like if they didn't do 10 now, which movies would they cut?
Right.
You know?
I still think, I mean, I like Sinners. Don't get me wrong, but for it to hold the record is just ridiculous.
Yeah, so I mean, as the horror fan in me would like to see it win just because it's a horror movie.
Right.
And I do not want one battle after another to win.
Yeah. Is that what they're picking as the favorite?
Yeah, one battle after another is probably going to win. If not Sinners, I would think. But I'm hoping it's either Sinners or maybe I haven't seen it, but Marty Supreme I heard is really good, and I have some people
I heard that was really good.
some people that I trust that really liked that. So I just one battle after another. I do not want that to win.
No,
I don't care what
I'd
the
rather
hell
see
wins.
Frankenstein win.
Yeah, I forget that's nominated too.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a beautiful movie, but I don't know. I just like when they do something different.
Yeah, and like I said, my one of the worst things a movie can do is make me not really care to watch it again
Yeah,
for a while. Like I'm not saying I never will, because you know how I am. I'll give things second chances, third chances.
yeah. Or we'll get on a Frankenstein kick.
Yeah, but like
Like I've
honestly,
been.
right now, I have no desire to revisit that right now.
Yeah,
I just don't.
it's way too long, and the story is so by the numbers that I don't know. Dusk Till Dawn. For me, it would be From Dusk Until Dawn.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Dust till dawn for sure.
it's something about Clooney and Tarantino's dynamic in that, and the family's dynamic too.
Yeah, and also the Selma Hayek dynamic.
Tom Savini and Fred. I mean, I really Sinners wouldn't even be close for me.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
Yeah, like they're similar in like the way it plays out, but like for me, it's not even close. From
Yeah,
Dust Till
not
Dawn.
even close. That movie shocked the hell out of me when I first saw it because I didn't see the. I guess I didn't watch a trailer when I first saw it, but I didn't see the whole vampire aspect of it coming.
Really?
I didn't. I didn't. Oh, Cheech Marin, who has probably the funniest lines in any movie ever.
Yeah. I mean, from Dust Till Dawn, we have Quentin Tarantino sucking Selma Hayek's toes.
Yes.
And then in Sinners, we have Haley Steinfeld spitting into Michael B. Jordan's mouth. So it's.
Snowball.
Yep. I'd love to see Josh Allen watch that movie.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I've been hearing about the free agents and the cap space and all that kind of stuff and how they deferred some of his salary. They did the same thing with Lamar Jackson too.
Yeah.
So they could have better so they could have more cap space, I guess.
Yeah.
Max Crosby didn't work out now, did it?
Nope.
I like how how do I even put this? They're saying it wasn't on the Ravens or whatever, but this is what I heard. I heard that they could get somebody just as good who doesn't have a knee injury.
Yeah, it was a medical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a lot cheaper, and they wouldn't have to give up their first round draft picks for this year and next year.
Yeah, but who's let's be honest. If he's healthy, who is this person that they think is as good as Max Crosby?
He's not. But
because I mean, honestly, I'm not really like a big fan of Max Crosby. As like I kind of think he's kind of an asshole at times.
Yeah.
But as a player,
he's all over the place.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, he's a fantastic.
He's a offense disruptor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like he may just want to bite the bullet and get him if you could, you know.
Yeah, but one of the things that they said that the Ravens have never offered up trade or draft picks in order to get someone.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that they didn't do that.
Well, that's the issue right now. Like AJ Brown is still probably going to end up on the Patriots, but the Eagles are trying to play hardball because the Eagles want next year's first round pick instead of this year's because we only have the 31st pick this year. But geez, it's not our fault. It's not our problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still a first round pick. So because we made it to the Super Bowl, we're supposed to give you next year's first round pick because you don't want this year. It's like, that's not how it works. So they're playing hardball. No other team is going for it, obviously, because the Eagles are asking too much.
Yeah.
And he literally wants to be a Patriot. Like, that's the team he wants to go to. So by June 1st, he's going to be going anyway, and then he's just going to end up on the Patriots. So
probably. And
they may as well just get something for him now.
Yeah.
Because that's just what it comes down to. So I think it's going to happen fairly soon.
Yeah. They're saying we may end up with Diggs.
I think Diggs is going to end up back in the past if we don't end up with Brown.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Then they said we were going to end up with Tyreek Hill. I was like, no.
because they even said so. Apparently, they cut Diggs because if he comes back, then they can just restructure the contract.
Yeah.
So I know Diggs wanted to stay in New England. They technically wanted to keep him, but they wanted to open up some room in case we can get AJ Brown.
Yeah.
So that's what it's
But
going to come down to.
he also lives in D.C., and D.C. is real close to Maryland.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. I just think like he's likely to stay if we don't get AJ Brown. It's
Yeah.
the Vrabel thing. It's like when we had Brady and Belichick, it was kind of like the same situation where players wanted to come.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of what Vrabel has right now, and you have a young quarterback in Drake May. So now you actually have people who are interested in playing with this team.
Yeah.
It's like Super Bowl loss or not, we just went to the Super Bowl. So now it's like, okay, now they can see, okay, we can get there. Like we have a chance to do this. So someone like AJ Brown is like, yeah, I want another ring. Like,
yeah.
Let me go to the Pats. So
I just put on his name was Jason.
Oh yeah.
Documentary, which is kind of stupid to watch a documentary when I'm on here, but that's the only other thing to have on there. So his name was Jason. 30 years of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Rob, the Bears had some exciting games, but
yeah, they did, and I thought they were going to do a little bit better than they did.
Yeah, I mean, I remember originally, like halfway through the season, I said Pats and Bears was my Super Bowl pick, and then I thought we almost had it because I said it was going to be like the anniversary of the Pats and the Bears from '86.
That was a game, let me tell you.
It literally would have been the 40-year anniversary if they did it, but in the Seahawks.
Yeah, that would probably be a game you'd much rather forget.
The Bears.
Yeah. That was a bad showing for them. Well, you know,
I mean, let's be honest though. At the same
haven't
time,
even made it to the Super Bowl.
The '85 Bears were literally one of the greatest teams ever. So
yeah,
I
mean,
like anybody. I think anybody was getting destroyed by them that season. Didn't really matter.
Everybody was talking about them with the fridge and the Walter Payton. I'm trying to think of the name. I never liked the quarterback. I always thought he was a little full of himself. The hell was his name? Sunglasses, mullet.
Sunglasses. Jim McMahon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about them.
Yep.
Mike Ditka is the coach.
It was pretty.
They were making love while that young boy drowned. Or as we found out, he didn't really drown, right?
Yeah.
They fucked that question up, didn't they?
Exactly.
Betsy Palmer. Man. Another Friday the 13th show.
Hell yeah.
And again,
tomorrow is Saturday the 14th.
Ha! You should watch that.
Such a
that movie is so much fun.
Both of them are, yeah.
Yeah, Strikes Back is fun too. Yep, these were all about the Bears. Yep.
The Bears. Willie Gault.
Yeah, they were one of the most popular teams ever. They even made a G.I. Joe figure from the fridge.
Yep.
He had a nunchuck with a football on the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
The Bears, wrestling, and slasher films. That was the 80s.
Yep. And video stores.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, I miss them.
Don't you wish you could go back?
I'd have the ultimate collection if I could.
So a few years ago, one of my Christmas gifts for my son was either one of my Christmas gifts or one of my birthday gifts. It was a candle that smells like the video store.
Does it really?
and it really does. And so I
Wow.
have it in my VHS room upstairs. So anytime I go in there, I'm like tempted. Like I'll pick it up and I always keep the top on because I don't want the smell to like
Yep.
dissipate. So I always like unscrew it and I take a big whiff and I'm like, oh man. So it's like so much nostalgia.
I'd go to Portland if I had the money. I'd go to Portland just to go to the Blockbuster.
Yeah. That's what
Just
it
to go
smells
to
like. It smells like Blockbuster. It's like that carpet candy plastic film smell. Like,
popcorn, a little bit
yeah.
of popcorn.
It's yeah, popcorn. It just has it all. Oh, it's so good.
And I was telling my wife when I put on Jason X earlier that I was in Seattle when I bought Jason X because
Hmm.
I was here in the theater by myself when it first came out. But then things went bad and I had to go to Seattle for the bone marrow transplant.
Yeah.
But we went to a Blockbuster out there and my daughter rented some Xbox games because this is when Xbox kind of first came out.
Hmm.
And I bought Jason X on DVD from a Blockbuster out there. Pretty cool, huh? Even still has the if I still have it, which I'm pretty sure I still do. I had to get another copy because the well, I didn't have to, but the art was a little waterlogged.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure I kept it for that reason.
I mean, I even miss getting like the Blockbuster exclusives back in the day.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
obviously like the Evil Dead one that I have that was only the Blockbuster exclusive. Like there
Yep.
were certain they had some pretty cool exclusives.
And they had just tables and tables of used stuff.
Yeah, previously viewed.
Yes.
And then we had them and then Hollywood Video, they had exclusives too, same thing.
Yeah. Man, I miss it.
Yep.
It's how I built my collection
Yeah.
in the early days. I mean, shoot, I used to go in there and of course I was stubborn like you were, and I didn't go to DVD right away.
Mm-hmm.
So what I used to do is I used to go into Hollywood Video, and they had this tub in the middle, and it was like a cardboard octagonal sort of tub
Yeah.
that had
I know what you're talking about.
VHS in it, and they
Yep.
were special price. They were like $2.99, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And I got that's how I got Lover's Lane for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got Demonicus from Full
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah.
And I mean, the list goes on and on. I didn't just buy horror. I bought like movies that I like too, like some action movies or some comedies.
Because Hollywood had a good horror section.
Yes, they did.
They always had stuff that like Blockbuster didn't have.
Yep. Blockbuster was more on quantity, where
Yeah.
Hollywood was more variety.
Yeah, like Hollywood, you could go in there and see like this really obscure like Christmas horror film. It's like, what the hell is this? And you
Yep.
had to rent it because you couldn't see it anywhere else.
I used to rent a lot of Full Moon from there. Full Moon that, of course, the other stores didn't carry, like Ragdoll.
Yep.
Not a lot of them had that. That's where I first saw that movie.
I told you my video store growing. I mean, I had a bunch of video stores, but my main one was right down the street from where I lived, and we had a family friend that owned it. So that's the one we would go to all the time, and literally one whole wall was the horror section. So like he had like when you first walk in the store, I can still picture it. It's clear as day because I was in there like every
Me
freaking
too.
day. And you'd walk in, and on the left side of the wall, from like literally from the front door all the way to like the counter, was all the new releases. And on the far right wall, all the way from the window all the way to the counter, was all the horror.
See, it was the exact opposite for the video store that I grew up with.
Really, everything in between was like the aisles of like whatever, like family and children, comedy, drama. But like horror and new releases had the big walls.
Yeah.
So he had more horror than anyone like in the state, probably.
Yeah.
So I would go in there, and that's where I rent all my movies, and that's where my collection got started. Because when he would get like new tapes, or when he have to like replace things because you can only fit so many, I would get them.
That's
like,
awesome.
He would just give them to me. So sometimes I would go home with like bins and boxes of tapes.
That's awesome, man. That would have been so cool.
And I still have those. I still have those original ones.
See, in ours, it was the left-hand side that was the horror. And the right-hand side was all the new releases. And then in the middle, and this is dating back because, like I said, I didn't have cable.
Yeah.
And the middle was like video discs.
Yeah.
Like the CED video discs.
Mm-hmm.
And just like random stuff like kids' movies and all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But man, to say that I spent hours looking at that wall
Yep.
of horror was
That's
just
where
so cool.
that's where I would see all the witchcraft movies all side by side too, and like
Yeah.
how all the covers look similar. I miss like the giant standees, like the Child's Play 1,
Yes.
Child's Play 2, when he's cutting the Jack in the Box with the pair of scissors.
Yep.
It was like a giant one, like right in the middle of the store.
So cool.
I don't, obviously I live in a different house, but the house I live in now is still not really far. It's kind of in the opposite direction. So I'm still in that area a lot. So when I drive by it now it's a Chinese restaurant is where that video store used to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get Chinese food from there. So whenever I order, I usually go and pick it up because I like to go inside. Even though it's completely different, completely remodeled, it looks like obviously a Chinese restaurant now. It's still the same walls. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like this is where I would walk in. This is where I would see the horror. This is where I would see this.
Yep.
And like I said, even though it's been like reconstructed, it's the same building.
Yeah.
So it's like the closest I'll ever get to walking in that video store again.
Yeah.
I just kind of take it all in when I go. Hey, Annette, happy Friday the 13th.
Hey, Annette. I thought about, and I think I told you about this years ago. I thought about doing a video of where I grew up.
Yeah.
And the video stores that I used to frequent and what they were now. Which I thought would have been a pretty cool idea, but I thought it was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Because they're just not there anymore, and I spent so much of my life there.
And that's what sucks. Exactly. It's like we can never go back. It's like, oh,
it kills me.
It does.
It kills me.
Such a big part of growing up.
Yeah. And you want to go out and rent a movie and get some dinner?
It's like that thing you see, like, you know, when it's like one time you went outside with your friends to play and you didn't realize it was the last time. Like there was one time we stepped in those stores and we didn't realize it was going to be the last time we did it.
Yep. And it happened so fast.
Yeah. Like one day we went in there for the last time and had no idea we would never step in that store again. It's messed up.
It makes me want to cry.
It does. I get like that now with certain stores. Like if there's something that's still around, and then like I'll drive by and I'm like, oh my god, that's closed. Yeah. And it's like I didn't know it. It's like I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to go in for one last time.
And that was that way, even though I thought that they were criminally overpriced. But we had that FYE up here, down the street where the mall is was, and it was after Corinne had done something. I was like, you know what? I just want to go in FYE and just look around.
Yeah,
and she knows what that means, so better have some money to spend in order to do that. And we went up to it. I was like, wait a minute, where's the posters? I was like, wait a minute, where it doesn't say FYE on there anymore.
Yep.
I went up to the door and I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me.
I told you, it's like the one that you and I went to together. That one's closed now.
Yeah.
It's like, that sucks. It's like every time I would go there, I'd always think, oh, this is the one we went to together. It was just cool. Like, and now that's not even there. That thing was there forever.
You remember what I got there?
It's crazy.
I bought the Brain there.
Yep.
I bought American Mary.
Yep.
Welcome to the Jungle. The Dimension Extreme.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it was cheap.
Yep.
And then we went to
and then that Newberry Comics.
Yeah.
That's still there, but they don't even sell movies in that location anymore.
I got Suspiria from them, the remake.
Yep.
Fucking crazy.
That's a rare Blu-ray now.
That's what I heard. I'm so glad I bought it. I am so glad. Even though the first time I watched it, I was in the hospital and I wasn't like in my, I wasn't in, I don't even know how to say it. I was high.
Yeah.
On medications and all when I broke my hip. But I may not have ever watched that again had we not decided to do something with it.
It just pisses me off. Like that FYE, like I have so many memories. I told you that's the one I used to go to growing up. Like I would go with my grandparents. So
Yeah.
memories of going there with my grandmother, my grandfather. Memories of going there with my mom. Memory of going there with you. And that's
Yeah.
literally the FYE where I hung out with Amelia Clark from Game of Thrones. Like all of this was taken from me
Yeah.
because they closed this damn store. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like can't get these memories back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Used to
messed
go to
up.
Suncoast.
Oh, Suncoast was in that same mall that I took you to. It was on the other side of the mall. That was my
So you had
favorite.
FYE and a Suncoast?
We had FYE Suncoast and Newberry Commons wasn't in there at the time, but it was right down the street.
Wow.
Kind of where I took you to the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Newberry Commons was right over there. But
Wow.
so I had Suncoast and FYE right in the same mall. But that Suncoast, oh man, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
I got so
too.
many
There's
good.
something about the dim lighting in there,
Yes.
and the fact that there were so many movies that they couldn't put them. They had to
Yep.
put them on their side.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So many good things. That's how Movie Stop was.
Yes.
Movie Stop had so many movies. You'd have to be in there for hours to see
Yeah.
everything. And with Movie Stop, they had movies on their sides so you can see the spines, but they also had movies literally in front of each other because there was nothing you could. They had so many.
So many. Yeah.
I would just spend hours in there.
Unfortunately, I only got to that store when they were closing.
Oh
A
man,
friend of
that was
mine
my
told me about
favorite. My God, because they were cheap too.
it. Yeah.
That was the thing with Movie Stop. You were basically paying like thrift store prices in Movie Stop.
Yeah.
And they had such a selection, but they also had new stuff. It wasn't just used. So like that's where I would get all my Scream Factories the day they would be released because they would have all of them.
Yeah.
And back in the day, Scream Factory would release like 6 things in one day.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Now everything's being converted over to 4K,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice because it saves you money,
Mm.
but it's also kind of frustrating because I get tired of everyone putting out the same stuff all the time.
Yeah, and then with Scream Factory, my biggest issue, as you know, is not just the
Yeah,
scratch
Scratch
discs,
Factory.
but also that they'll put something out on 4K and then add like a new version of the film to the
That
4K
pisses
only.
me off.
So it's like, so now everybody who paid for the DVD or Blu-ray now has to upgrade to 4K just for this one version of a film.
Yeah, it's not fair. Not fair.
Like you clearly have rights to the film, just put it out on the Blu-ray disc too. Especially because it's
Well,
a combo pack. So put
yep,
it on the Blu-ray disc too.
yep.
That pisses
Now
me off.
they did. I had the original Vampire Lovers on
Yeah,
Screen Factory.
me too. Me too. Yeah.
They came out with that other one later
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they do that?
Yep.
I mean, as
They
much
did
as
the
we
same thing
double
for
dip and
they did the
stuff,
same thing for Ninja 3.
yes. Well, that was a little bit different. Well, no, it wasn't really
No.
because they had a better copy of the film. You know, I
Yeah,
own both of them.
I do too. They had the standard version that came out with the 2K version, and
Yep,
then they released it again as a collector's edition with a 4K print of the film.
that
Like
is
not
such
not
a
a
weird
4K
movie.
disc, like a 4K scan. I mean.
The Exorcist meets a ninja movie meets a slasher,
Yeah.
and I still have fun with it.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I saw that in the theaters with my dad too.
Scratch Factory.
Scratch.
They definitely went downhill.
Yeah.
I
Now
remember.
they
I remember
don't
when.
even tell you what's going out of print anymore. Or at least I can't find it.
No, because now they don't even sell from their website. Now it's from like Groove or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like their first releases when it was Halloween 2, Halloween 3,
Yep.
the Fun House, the Burning,
Yep.
Terror Train. They all came out around the same
Phantasm
time.
2.
Yep. Crazy.
They Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all the old ones, the originals.
Dan still needs to pick up Vampire Lovers, one of his favorites. We know why, Dan. We know why. No.
Ingrid Pitt. Yeah, I saw her in that was one
Ingrid
of the
Pitt.
ones the House of Drip Blood. She's in that as well.
Was dripping more than that.
Damn right. Oh, she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Although I still like Edwidge Fenech more.
Yeah.
There's just something about her. I mean,
Something, huh?
yeah, a whole lot of something.
Yep.
But just trying to think of what else I watched recently that was any good. I did watch the remake of The Island of Dr. Moreau. I think I told you about that.
Yep.
Which I still think is fun, but it has a weird tone.
Well, that got messed up too, didn't it? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it wasn't his true version.
If you guys like documentaries, one of my favorite documentaries is Lost Souls. It was about the island of Dr. Moreau and Richard Stanley.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. It's crazy. The stuff that they talk about in there is just, it's nuts. It is. Oh, by the way, there's both copies of it on there. The theatrical and the director's cut.
Nice.
Which director, they don't say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been like a full Stanley cut release, unfortunately.
No.
That's what sucks.
Well, he never finished it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like we're never going to see his original version.
Yeah.
His original vision, I mean.
I think it's a shame. I like him. I like his mind. He's a bit of a weirdo, but aren't we all in our own way?
Yep.
Part 5. Manic Hillbilly. That's mean. They called him a Manic Hillbilly, the Part 3 Jason.
Oh.
Because he runs in that one. Yeah. Oh, Tina and Terry. I forgot that they were in this. The Doublemint twins.
Yep.
Part 4 is awesome.
Yeah, what else did I watch? I watched the scary movies, obviously. I watched all 5 of those. And then I watched the Blair Witch sequels.
Yep.
I watched Crawl, finally.
Oh, what'd you think of that?
I thought it was fun. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected. I expected to like it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
I thought her father was cool in that.
Yeah.
Hey, Reggie the Reckless.
And then obviously I watched all the Vanishing Son movies.
Yep.
I'm looking back at all my recent stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was with you.
I gotta watch that again.
And then Regretting You, and then the Scream movies. Yeah.
Regretting You. My wife talked about us going to see that. Did you like it?
Going to see it?
Yeah, it was in theaters. We could have saw that. Apparently, when her birthday was Thursday, and around here you can get it free on your birthday.
Oh, I'm just surprised it's still playing. I'm saying because it's obviously out on DVD now.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
It was McKenna Grace in that.
McKenna Grace is like the main star in it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you were talking about her a lot lately.
Yeah, that's why I watched it, because I watched it after I watched Scream 7, and then you and I were about to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2 like the next day.
Yeah.
So I did the McKenna Grace trifecta of 2025.
Yeah. She was awesome in Scream 7.
Yeah.
Her
Yep.
Yeah. Was really cool. I didn't expect that.
I'm glad she was in that. I like what they did with her in Five Nights at Freddy's too. Like,
yeah.
I like how she's like the paranormal investigator crew. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch the first one and then watch the second one again.
I almost watched the first one again the other day. Yeah, I almost thought about it.
They're just fun movies.
They are.
I had a really good time with both of them.
Trying to look at whatever else. Yeah, that's pretty much. I was on a Scream kick, so I was watching all the Scream movies again. That's why
Yeah,
it took up a lot of my time.
I get like that too.
Plus, I watched Scream 7. It's 5 times itself. So,
Yeah. I can definitely see me watching it a lot of times.
did you speaking of scary movie, did you see the Scary Movie 6 trailer when you
Yes.
watched Scream 7?
I was dying.
Yeah,
Even my daughter was laughing.
yeah.
I
That's
like
why I
that they
wanted to
have
watch them.
Ghostface in it
That's why I
again.
wanted to watch them to kind of get ready for that one.
You were missing one though. You were missing the theatrical cut of part 3 or 4.
No, I showed them all.
Oh,
If you watch my video, I
I
showed.
did
Yeah, I showed them all.
because I think the unrated was on that triple pack.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I have the unrated cuts on the triple pack. I showed the theatrical cut of 4 in like the opening and closing of my video, and then
Yeah,
I showed the unrated cut of 4 when I was talking about 4. So I showed all of the versions in the movie in the video.
they're fun. I don't think I can. I don't think I can return to them a lot.
1 is pretty awesome. I think
Yeah,
1 is super rewatchable
yeah,
because, like I said in the video, I obviously yes, it's a spoof. It's funny. It's stupid, but it's also legitimately a whodunit.
yeah,
Like it does like it does a really good job of that balance. Like obviously it's way more comedy, but there is a body count. There is a mystery to it,
yeah.
and to this day, I still think it's a hell of a twist. Like there was absolutely no need for that final twist in Scary Movie. They didn't need to do that, but they
Yeah,
decided to do it, and it's like, damn, that's pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
I remember the first time watching it, thinking, "Son of a bitch!" Like that's clever. Like they had, they didn't need to do it.
I like the first 3 are my favorites.
Yeah, I love 3. 3's really good.
Yeah. They showed Deborah Voorhees.
Oh, Debbie Sue.
Mm-hmm. Topless.
I'd love to see the uncut version of that movie.
Nah, you're still waiting for Marta.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh man.
That's awful.
Good old Marta Cover. What has become of ye?
Yeah, Nat, we were saying earlier, they think this weekend it'll officially break the records because it's on they know it's going to because of the trajectory that it's on. It's going to be the top money maker for the Scream franchise in total. But
They got my money.
It might actually do it this weekend.
You should go see it in theaters.
Who?
You.
Oh, I will because I've seen all of them in theaters. Scream's the
They
only
got-
franchise that I've seen every one.
Yeah, I haven't. I can't
Yeah.
say that. I'm not good on that one. I've only seen 6 and 7, I think, and maybe 5 if I can. I don't remember if I saw 5 or not in the theaters. I don't remember, but that's it.
Yeah.
Now, other franchises like Friday the 13th, I've seen from 5 on.
Didn't you see The Wizard of Oz in theaters too when it first premiered?
Really?
You were amazed by the Technicolor. You said you couldn't believe it. Like, how did they do that? How did they drop that house on that
That's so
witch?
mean. No, I figured it would be like the Silent Frankenstein movie.
Yeah. Annette said they got her money too. Yep.
Yep. They got my daughter's money. She treated me to the movies and
That's what you think. She picked your pocket while you were watching it.
yeah. I don't know. She might have shit her pants because of the whole passenger trailer.
Yeah.
She's like, I will not see that movie. I was like, all right. She's already saying, I'm not taking you to see that one.
She loved the bear tap kill in the movie. I heard. Right? Yeah.
She has a problem with the jump scares.
Yeah.
Like I said, when he
When he gets tackled in the plastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the part where she saw him in the plastic. She's like, "Oh God damn it, here we go again." And it didn't help that like the Dolby Atmos was there because it was so freaking loud.
I honestly think the best jump scare in the movie is from Gale. And I don't want to spoil what it is, but something that happens like 45 minutes into the movie that's like a
Yeah,
huge because that comes out of nowhere and it's like holy shit.
it does. It does. I had such a good time with it. I can't wait for part 8 now. Actually, I can't wait for 7 to come out on Blu-ray and then part 8.
Yep.
Very such good writing. I mean, Kevin Williamson, man, he's something.
I just want more Scream. Like I want more.
Yeah.
Like I wish I hadn't watched the TV series yet, so I could at least watch that again, but for the first time. But like I've watched every Scream thing I could possibly watch to this point.
Yeah.
I just want more.
I think there's a documentary on Tubi that I haven't seen. I think.
Really?
I think so. And there's also a fan film.
Yeah.
That's on Tubi.
I don't like to go down those rabbit holes.
I might if it's Scream. It's
I mean,
supposed to
like,
be.
There was even like the Halloween one that came out that I said, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah. There's a lot of Halloween ones.
I know.
I thought about watching the Stab movies, but they're going to be inferior.
Yeah, Jay watched them, I believe, and he really wasn't into them.
Oh, good. I'm glad somebody watched them.
Yeah.
And they can.
He just did all the Terminators.
That's awesome.
He had only seen 1 and 2 before, so he just watched all.
Really?
Yeah, so he just watched all 6. He finished 6 last night.
See, I still haven't seen Dark Fate.
Yeah. I told him yesterday when he was going to watch it, I was like, you're not going to like it. He's like, really? I'm like, I'm telling you, you're not going to like it. And then I woke up this morning to check his letterbox, and I was like, yep, he didn't like it.
Yeah, I still want to see it, but I'm probably not going to like it either. Although I've been kind of generous with the Terminator.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah.
Because it's not a matter of a quality thing. It's a matter of it being made during like a woke time. So
no boy,
they do things in it that was so they just clearly do just for the sake of doing them.
God, I hate that.
You know what I mean? It's that's what the issue is, because it had potential, but
I like Genesis. I thought Genesis was a big surprise for me.
He loved that one. That's his second or third favorite, I think he said.
It's a solid movie. I watched it not that long ago. Rewatched it because I have the DVD of it, but
he liked it a lot. He was saying like the same thing that you and I always say. He's like, what is the issue with this? Like, why do people have a problem with this movie? He kind of said in his review for Letterboxd, like he was kind of giving it to people like, come on, like,
yeah,
everybody wants to look at everything in like black and white. Like the whole point of that movie is it's set during like a different, like it's like a multiverse kind of thing.
Yes.
And people are watching it as if it's not supposed to be like that, but it is. Like that's the whole point.
Everyone has shit on the Terminator movie since the third one.
Yeah.
Everybody loved the first one, and most people like the second one more. And I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But then you have the third one is when everything and people's opinions of the franchise started going downhill. Now, I like the third one.
Yeah, but Kristanna Loken as the naked Terminator? Come on.
I like Salvation.
Salvation is my second to least favorite. You know, Dark Fate would probably be my least, and then Salvation for me.
It's not great, but I liked it. That was the last one I saw in the theaters.
Salvation feels the most different, just because there's no Schwarzenegger, obviously. Yeah. The way it's set, you know, it just feels different.
Yeah,
which is fine. I have no problem with things being different, but it just, I don't know.
That was the one with Christian Bale and the guy who died.
Yeah, Jay mentioned them in his review too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. I mean, one and two, one is my favorite,
Yeah.
but it's one of those things where when I'm watching two, I'm like, God damn, I love this movie.
Yeah.
It
It's good.
is an awesome sequel, and I grew up with.
They're both slashers.
I grew up watching two a lot just because like I remember like when it was getting released and like
Yeah.
I like there was like a McDonald's T2 meal, a
Yes.
Wendy's T2 meal, like
Yes.
everything was Terminator 2. You
Yep.
couldn't go anywhere without there being something to do with Terminator 2. You know, there's like the action figures, everything was Terminator 2.
Yep.
It was it was like a big marketing campaign the same way Jurassic Park was. You know?
Yeah, because very seldom do people like sequels better than the original,
Yeah.
and a lot of people did. I mean, I didn't, and it kind of pissed me off that people did.
But you and I are also slasher fans first and foremost. And
Yeah.
and the first one is clearly a slasher film.
Oh yeah. So
I
was
mean,
the
even
second
I
one,
mean,
though.
I mean, even Cameron says that it is. He
Yeah.
followed a slasher formula for it.
I mean, look at Robert Patrick.
Yeah, I mean, I think Terminator 2 is as well. It's just
Yeah.
it's more action too on top of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's more of like that action blockbuster slasher as compared to like a more subtle slasher like in the first movie.
Yeah.
But they're both awesome. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he's just kept coming and coming after her. It's awesome.
that's what she said.
Such a great movie, and probably the reason why I liked it so much is because it's essentially a slasher movie.
Yeah.
I saw the first two in the theaters, and then I ended up seeing Salvation, and those are the only ones.
Yeah, I saw 1 and 3 in the theaters.
Yeah, you saw one in the theaters?
Sorry, 2 and 3 in the theaters, not one.
Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't see 1, but I saw 2 and 3 in the theaters.
You were probably a baby when the first one came out.
But 2, like I said, I remember that clear as day. I think I actually saw it more than once in the theater.
Probably. That was around the time where you went to see movies more than once.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually affordable.
And it was such a big deal. Like
yes.
But I told Jay when he watched it because I had gotten him the Terminator movies for Christmas, and I told him what?
All of them?
Everything except for 6. I just the only one that I couldn't find. Amazon was out of stock of Dark Fate. And so I got him the first 5, yeah. So I told him when he watched 2 because he had seen 2 before. I said I got him the Ultimate Edition. So I told him how to get to like the director's cut on that disc because it has all of the extra scenes in the director's cut. And like Kyle Reese is actually in part 2 only in the director's cut. And Kyle's my favorite character, and Kyle Reese is Jay's favorite character from the first movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I told him like Kyle Reese is in the sequel, but you have to watch this version of the film. So that's what he ended up watching, and he loved it. He has actually likes 2 more than 1 now.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean,
but it's because he watched that version. I think that kind of made the difference for him.
Yeah, Michael.
Because he said that in his review. He said he's like it's longer, but it's worth it. Like watch this version if you're gonna watch it.
Michael Biehn is another one that just makes movies better.
Exactly, and that's why him being in Terminator 2 made it better. And it sucks that his scenes were cut from the final version.
Yeah, it does. That's ridiculous. I don't understand why they would do that.
I think it was just timing, honestly.
I mean, they had to pay something for him to be in it.
It's already a long movie as it is, so.
Yeah, it is.
But it goes back to like
the first one was long too, though.
It goes back to like the Amadeus thing, like I keep saying, like the director's cut stuff out that I don't understand how they cut certain things out that weren't in theatrical.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the theatrical cut is what won Best Picture, but there are certain scenes in the director's cut that I just can't imagine not being in the movie.
Yeah. I gotta get that and watch it again.
It's so weird to me.
In such a long time.
Oh my god, I've been thinking about it. I gotta watch it again too. I gotta watch it. I gotta get it out of my system. You know how it is. You gotta do it sometimes. I get like that with certain movies. Like that's how I was with like the Scream movies, and I get like that
in Hollywood and
Vertigo. I do that, and like I gotta do it with Amadeus now. I do it with Godfather.
Oh yeah, well, needless to say, I do as well. I almost put it on again today. Part
Really?
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you are going to watch a 7-hour and 5-minute version
Yeah.
of the first 2 films, that it's a love,
Yep.
because that is just a long time to spend watching a film that you're just like, eh. I mean, look at Frankenstein. I'd rather watch 7 hours and 5 minutes of The Godfather
Exactly.
than 2 hours and almost 3 hours of Frankenstein. But it is what it is. I still think it's a beautiful film. I just
even
don't.
even 3 hours is a lot of a movie, and that's why, like I said, it's like you really
Yeah,
have to love a movie. Like I said, for me, like you look at Amadeus, the theatrical cut is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and you think that's a lot, but it's like, yeah, I'd rather take the 3 hour version. Like
yeah,
there's just certain movies I want more of, and that's something like The Godfather. I just show me all the footage. I want it all.
yeah. The Amicus documentary that I watched, the first part was an hour and 20 minutes. The second part was 2 hours. And I mean, they did an extensive. They did. Well, there are movies that they left out. They left out the non-horror films. They didn't really get into the mind of Dr. Soames or Mr. Soames, the mind of Mr. Soames. But that's not a horror film. It's more sci-fi.
Yeah.
Although there is a movie called What Became of Jack and Jill. And that has not been released on DVD or Blu-ray, to the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
But I did find it on YouTube. So it's a horror movie, and I would like to watch it.
What
So
became of what?
Huh?
What's it called? What became
What Became of Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill, 1972.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I ended up finding someone that had a whole copy of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I have it in my watch later. I was going to watch it last night, but I was like, I'm a little too tired. And I watched the trailer, and it looks pretty good.
Oh, okay.
What?
I've
Are you
seen
watching
this.
the trailer?
No, I've seen the cover of the book.
Yes.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've seen that before.
They have the book on Amazon.
Do
They
I
don't have the
have
movie,
this
though.
book? Like, why do I know this?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't. Maybe it didn't do that well. I'm not really sure. But usually with Amicus or Hammer or, any of the Hemispheres, any of the studios that were way back when, they end up releasing them anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that
there's definitely no release here.
Released.
There's definitely no official release here.
Yeah. And it looks like a VHS copy that is on YouTube.
Yeah, because it was probably no.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. It should be fun to watch.
Yeah. If it's on YouTube, I'll have to pull it from there.
Yeah. I've been into Amicus lately. I've watched The House That Dripped Blood, From Beyond the Grave, of course, because, what else did I watch recently? Watched the documentary. It had to have been something else. And I have just about everything from them, except for What Became of Jack and Jill and The Mind of Mr. Soames. I don't have that one. I'm not really interested. I actually do have the last 3 movies that they made, which were all prehistoric adventure movies.
Yeah.
The Land That Time Forgot, The People That Time Forgot.
Yeah.
You probably have both of them on that MGM double pack.
I have them on a 4-pack of an
Really?
MGM 4-pack.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a 4-pack for them.
I don't remember what the other movies are. It's like I think it's like a midnight movie. You know how like the midnight movies have like the 4-packs? It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have the dual pack of The People in the Land That Time Forgot. And I also have the Earth's Core on or At the Earth's Core, I think is what it's called. I have that on a 4-pack of well, not really oddball movies, but they kind of don't go together.
Yeah.
But I might be missing They Came from Beyond Space, but I thought I had that one.
I think that's on that 4-pack that I have. I think that's
It
on
might
there.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna look that up. Probably be better to look it up on eBay, probably. Aha, the Knicks beat the Pacers. Hell yeah. 101-92. Well, they should. They're the last place team. But eBay, let's see.
I just came across it the other
What's
day.
that?
So that set. So now I'm trying to remember where I saw it in my collection.
I just like to do I think we would have fun doing the anthologies and rating them, because there's so many different intricate. That's the thing about anthologies, and that's why when I used to review them, I would do them by the parts, and not. I mean, I would give it a whole grade as well, but the parts are important because very seldom in anthologies do you have one where you like every part. And different things appeal to different people. So,
all right. So the Midnight Movies pack is The Land That Time Forgot, The People That Time Forgot, Panic in Year Zero, and The Last Man on Earth. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. I actually might have that 4-pack myself.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it. But yeah, they were known, whereas Hammer was known for Universal stuff. Amicus was more known for their anthologies.
Yeah, Dan, we were just talking about all those earlier, the Amicus anthologies, because I think I have close to all of them.
Yeah.
If not all of them, so that's pretty cool.
They had some damn good ones, and like I said, I've been kind of on a kick of them lately, and I haven't watched Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror for a while.
Why'd you have to say Tales from the Crypt? Because now I just thought of the
yeah. Yep. That's really gonna piss me off.
It's like I don't even want to watch it because I don't want to find out.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to live blissfully ignorant, not knowing.
That's bullshit. I mean, they should really do something about that.
Yeah.
Not just throw their arms up, because that's like Scratch Factory.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. I know, like I said, at least release it in Blu-ray. I mean, honestly, if they released it on Blu-ray, I'd probably get it anyway.
So would I.
So just release the full set on Blu-ray. Job done. That's it. Done.
I would get it now.
Exactly.
Man, we had so much fun watching that.
God, oh my God. We could not wait to get to the next episode. We were watching so many at a time. Like,
yeah.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
And you were definitely more experienced in them than I was.
Oh, I grew up with those.
Because
I grew up with those, and then I've watched them on DVDs so many times over the years.
Yeah, and you let me know exactly what to expect, which was pretty cool. I think I still have my ranking. I think. Nice. I don't think I ever got rid of it. Let me see. Man, I had a good time watching them. And now it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
I know. It was fun when we did the anthologies, but like nobody was into those videos for some reason.
Some of yep, I still got it. Strung Along's my favorite.
Yeah.
Ventriloquist Dummy's my second favorite.
Zach Galligan.
Split Personality, The New Arrival.
Yep.
My least favorite, Collection Completed.
Yeah, because it's taxidermy.
Yeah. Only Sin Deep. Such a good, it just, why do they gotta do that? Why does it gotta leave a bad taste in your mouth like that?
I know.
What don't you have, Dan? Like, I know Torture Garden's available and it's fairly cheap.
That's the only one that I don't know if I have or not. Torture Garden.
I think I had 2 copies of that. I'm pretty
It
sure.
looks,
Yeah, I'm pretty
it looks,
sure I'm a dumbass, and I bought the triple pack from Mill Creek that had Torture Garden, Brotherhood of Satan, and the Creeping Flesh. Yeah, it has those 3 on there. But I already had the DVD. The
yeah, I'm
regular
looking now. I
DVD
don't think I do. I don't think I do have this. I don't recognize this.
of Torture Garden. It's a kind of weird cover.
Yeah, the girl with the scissors on the cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have that DVD for sure.
it's so good, man. That's a really good, and it's be right up your alley too because it's like Carnival Sideshow. The anthology takes place. There's like a Dr. Diablo.
Yeah.
And he has a Carnival Sideshow, and that's where they get their stories from.
Hmm.
It's really fun. Torture Garden's a really good one. I actually don't really know what my favorite is. It might be From Beyond the Grave. I know I like The House of Drip Blood a lot. Asylum, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Monster Club is fun.
Yeah.
More comical than...
I have the Monster Club, the original DVD, but I also have the big box Elvira VHS of the Monster Club.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That was another thing from the video store days. The big box movies they had on top were the Herschel Gordon Lewis movies.
Yep.
And it was like, those were like the taboo ones just because of their covers and the titles. That was what I was most not leery of watching or renting, but I felt like they were going to be so gruesome. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Gruesome. Yeah. Then when I watched them, I'm like, okay. When I finally got to see them, I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but House of Drip Blood and Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what my least favorite would be. It might be Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. Because that's one I don't remember that well. I remember all of them pretty well. House of Drip Blood, Scream Factory has a version of that. Scratch Factory.
Yep.
I think it's fairly cheap right now. A lot of their older titles are getting cheap. Like Rasputin.
Also, Drip Blood. I think I have the Elite version. I think it's the Elite.
Ah, that's the snapper case.
No, it's a keep case.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the Elite one was a snapper case.
They sometimes companies did both.
Yeah.
It could have been a snapper case too, but I have a keep case version for sure.
Yeah, they made some really good anthologies. I guess that's why they were known for it.
Yep.
They went through all the directors, the people that played in them. Of course, this was from, I want to say 2002. So they had lost a few people, of course, by that time. And they lost a few more people before they got the documentary out. So it was good. I enjoyed the documentary, but it was very talky. So that kind of makes it... Yeah, you want to see scenes from the movie. You want to see, they did do some trailers. They threw them into the documentary, and they did do some scenes from the movie, and stills from the motion picture, but very, very dialogue-driven documentary. It's definitely one I'm probably not going to return to for a bit. But I'm glad I watched it because I learned a little bit more about the whole Amicus thing, because I've always been a more of a Hammer fan than a Amicus fan. But I do love a good anthology. That's for sure. Where would that be in your in your ranking for the type of horror movies? I mean, of course, we both love slashers. They're number one. And I knew that witches are up there for both of us as well.
Yeah.
Anthologies has to be up there as well.
It probably would be. I mean,
Yeah.
anthologies is like you can get some really good anthologies. You can have some really bad ones too. You know?
But there's usually some kind of redeeming part in an anthology that makes it worth watching.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah. But they'd probably be pretty high. Because it's like I'm not a huge vampire fan. I'm not a huge zombie fan. I'm not even really a huge werewolf fan. Like there are some really good werewolf films.
Yeah.
But overall. So
I just say I like what I like.
Honestly, I love slashers, witch films. I love like obsession gaslighting movies like Black Cradle.
They're fun.
Single white female kind of like those kind of movies. Those are pretty high for me.
Yeah, I would say
anthologies would be high too.
I like psychological horror movies too.
Psychological horror, killer toys and dolls, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, that might be higher than anthologies for me.
Yeah, me too. Because they're close enough to slashers too. I mean, in some cases they are. You know what I mean? Like Child's Play or something like that. So that's why. Did you see the information about Single White Female remake yet?
No, they're doing a remake? Uh-oh. It's probably not good, is it?
So it's the main. Okay, now remember, this is a remake of Single White Female.
All right.
They're changing the name to Single Female.
Okay.
Because the two main stars are Jenna Ortega and an actress that I don't know. She's a black actress.
Mm-hmm.
Starring in Single White Female.
Well, you know they have one called Single Black Female.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like why not just this is like Single Woke Female.
Yeah. Single Diversity Female. Single Inclusion Female.
That's my thing. It's like why not just keep it like you already have that? Why are they?
Yeah.
Like you and I always say, why are you changing things that was the whole point? And Single Female just doesn't sound good to me.
Did you ever find Single Black Female?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, so I'll have to watch it sometime.
Yeah, I don't think I've come across that one. I'm definitely curious.
Yeah, me too. There's Roy.
I just don't like when they change stuff like that. Drives me nuts.
It's the world we live in, though, unfortunately. Everybody's got to be agenda-driven.
Yeah, it's just weird.
You know, there are some movies out there that aren't.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. Like, if it was the other way around, man, come on. You know that'd be a problem.
Yep. I like Jenna Ortega, though.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm a big Jenna Ortega fan.
I'll probably see it anyway. Now, is this going to be out in the theaters, or is this one of the ones that they're going straight to video? Or
I have no idea. It's probably going to be good. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a streaming exclusive or if it's going to be a theater. I agree, Annette. I mean, I love the original. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
You know, but the second one was pretty fun too. We did the second one for Seldom Seen.
Yep.
That was pretty fun. But I really do like the first one. That was one
the first one was disturbing.
It is. I mean, that's like one of those movies I grew up watching that all the horror movies that I watched, this was one that was actually creepy to me.
Yes.
Because it's like, damn, like I love movies like that, like these stalker obsession gaslighting movies.
Yep. The Roommate.
Yep.
Another good one.
Exactly.
There's just something about them that I like. And of course, not considered horror, they're thrillers. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always said Fatal Attraction was one of the scariest movies out there. Because that kind of shit really happens all the
Yeah.
time.
Just like Play Misty for me.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Yes. Yep. Great movie too. Definitely one of, well, I don't know if it's my favorite from Clint Eastwood, but it's definitely top 10,
Yeah, it's a good one.
maybe top 5, maybe. I don't know.
Probably would be for me.
I mean, but then you got the other horror movie that he did, besides Revenge of the Creature and Tarantula, um, Tightrope.
Tightrope. Yeah, I was like, it brings you to a T. I'm like sitting there trying to figure it
Tightrope
out.
is awesome.
Yeah.
That was the first movie I saw with Clint Eastwood where I'm like, is he actually a hero? Or, because, and he does it so well.
Mm.
He plays that part so well. Becoming involved in that whole scene with the prostitutes and
Yeah.
it's so good.
Hell yeah.
So good. I used to watch that a lot when I was younger. Yeah. 2 horror movies he did. Although I'm sure that people consider both of them thrillers.
I was reading something earlier today, I think it was on Facebook, and I forgot what the movie was. It was something. It was a body horror movie. Even to the point where I went and checked to see like if it was IMDb describes it that way, and it literally
Yeah.
has it listed as that too. Body horror as the genre. The first comment under the thing, someone says, "I don't consider this horror." So I commented, I was like, "So you don't consider a body horror movie horror?" He never responded. What the fuck? I mean, first of all, him saying that that wasn't the question. Nobody was even asking that.
Exactly.
Like, who gives a shit whether whether or not you think it's horror? Like, it is. It's if it's a body horror movie, how are you saying that it's not horror?
Sometimes those are the most disturbing
Like,
movies.
that's the genre. Like, it's body horror.
Yes. It's in the
Yeah,
name.
Dan. Yeah, Dan. She was awesome in that. Jessica Walter and Play Misty for me.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty rewatchable movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found the DVD because I mean the Blu-ray, because I ended up picking that up instead of a Scream Factory title because I used some of my birthday money years ago when I originally got it. And I think it was between that and Raw. And I still don't have Raw from Scream Factory. But I do have Play Misty for me. So I think I made a pretty damn good choice. So, oh, they're doing part 9. Jason Goes to Hell.
Yep.
They're on that now. Are you a fan of Never Sleep Again and the one from Friday the 13th? I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah. What is it? From Crystal Lake to
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
I can't remember. I mean, those are long documentaries, but they're so damn good.
Yeah, when I watched them in like parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
The Hellraiser one is the same way. Super long.
Leviathan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I also have the one that came out, like the limited edition one, it's like 8 hours long.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome though. Because you get to see like a lot of the people that you don't see in other things. Like a lot of people came back for that documentary that really haven't said much else in the
Or
Hellraiser
not much
universe
else.
since.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But, they've had some pretty decent actors in the Hellraiser films. even the ones that aren't as popular.
Yeah, but I'm saying even like the girl who plays Tiffany in part 2,
Yeah,
like she's never really done anything else in the Hellraiser universe. Like she's never done like commentaries or interviews. So like she's in that, and that's like really the only way to really get her retrospective on doing it. So it's kind of cool, you know?
yeah. People used to, well, they still do. People still do crap on those movies.
Funny franchise.
Definitely 4 through, guess the new one. People seem to like the new one though. I know I did.
Hell yeah.
I kind of wonder if we're going to get any more.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that sucks. Because I'm still all into that one. I should probably watch that again soon. It's definitely one of my favorites in the Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah, me too. The first 3 and that one, those are my favorites.
Yeah, I like Inferno too.
Oh, I do too, but I'm saying my top 4 is definitely the first 3 and then 2022.
I like how it mixes noir and Hellraiser. And I've always liked Craig Sheffer. I've always thought he was a decent actor.
Yeah, me too.
And he plays a complete scumbag in that movie. But you still root for him. That's
I think
tough.
Vinegar Syndrome is re-releasing Nightbreed. And I'm curious what they're going to do for like the cuts. Yeah.
Huh. See that? This is what I don't get. Okay. Scream Factory put it out. Arrow put it out.
Yep.
Because I got both of them. Why does Vinegar Syndrome have to release it?
That's why I said I'm curious though, because remember there's a theatrical cut, there's the director's cut, but there's also the Cabal cut. And the Cabal cut was only released that limited edition that was like numbered, that super expensive.
Yeah.
So I wonder, because Vinegar Syndrome is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if they're going to get all 3 versions on one release, which has never been done. And if honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if they do it, I'm getting it.
Yeah, me too. Damn
because
right.
that's pretty cool, and I love that movie. So
that was one that I didn't like when I first watched it.
I remember you said that, yeah.
Yeah, but the more I watch it now, the more I like it.
Hey, Bones, happy Friday the 13th.
Hey, Mr. Bones.
Yeah, that was like one of my mom's favorites. Growing up, we rent that one a lot. She loved that one, so I used to watch that a ton.
I have Decker. Decker, though. I have the figure of Decker.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to get that. Him in that mask is just amazing.
So awesome.
Amazing. Amazeballs. That's my favorite parts of the movie, are the slasher parts.
The slasher?
Yeah. And especially since it's Cronenberg, too.
Yep.
It's awesome. He was in Jason X, too.
Yep, at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, her eyes open. No, they didn't.
All right, we'll wrap up here in a minute because I need to eat something, and I don't want to eat something too close to going to bed. So.
Yeah, it'll give you nightmares, Joe.
Plus, I'm also going to probably download that movie.
What Became of Jack and Jill?
Yeah.
Don't forget about me.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Friday the 13th.
Yep.
It was sort of an impromptu thing. We kind of decided yesterday, and then we were like, we'll see how it goes, and just decided to do this. Mr. Bones, I still have a leftover burger from Five Guys, because I got a free burger yesterday. So.
You know how to heat them up, right?
I'm going to heat it up the fastest way possible because I'm starving right now.
So, okay. You know how to heat it up in a microwave?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm going to put it in the foil so it explodes.
I have a foolproof method.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. you take a like a damp paper towel,
Mhm.
kind of more, a little bit more than damp,
Mhm.
wring it out almost. You wrap the burger in it,
Yep.
nuke it for like 40 seconds,
Yeah.
and it comes out just the way it was originally.
Yeah, you can just put a glass of water in there too to do the same thing.
Really?
Mhm.
Didn't know that, but I have my method here, and it's a foolproof one. Yeah, we got that last night too. So
Yeah.
my daughter got Chipotle. You have them up there?
Yeah, we have one right near us. Yeah.
Apparently tonight was buy one get one free on Chipotle.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but apparently they ran out of rice,
Jesus.
and it would take 38 minutes to get rice. But my son-in-law waited there for it,
Wow.
so hopefully they enjoyed their dinner.
Yeah.
But all right,
everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Until next time, remember, physical
physical media
media
matters.
matters.
Yes, it does.
Good night, everybody.